Right, you're recording. Right, folks, for Fox's sake special here. And I want to have a quick chat about clubs, football clubs, breaking the rules of COVID and, well, not breaking the rules, just slightly bending them. And Celtic is one team, they're in the Scottish League, so that don't really matter. But Man City have had rumours of parties and stuff breaking the COVID rules, and Arsenal have done something as well. And my point is that I feel that the FA should start getting a grasp of footballers and flouting the rules, shall we say, bending the rules, not following the rules. You know, these rumours of these parties that Manchester City had, I don't know how true they are, and allegedly parties, should I say. And Arsenal, I've just been listening to Radio 5, this is why I'm doing this, and they've said that Arsenal have done something as well. I don't know enough about it, but it's there in the news, you know, there's no smoke without fire kind of thing. But what I need to say is, or what I want to say is, it's about time the FA started to get on top of this, because the rest of the country, or most of the country, are in some kind of tier lockdown. You know, we're basically being ground into the dirt, or not ground into the dirt. We're just being controlled, aren't we? You know, we're not being. Well, however you look at it at the moment, a lockdown controls what you do. You know, we're not seeing friends and family. Some of us are not working. Some of us are working. We're basically struggling here. You know, the country's on its fucking knees. Yet these footballers who have been called elite sportsmen seem to be just carrying on as normal. You know, with the rumours of whatever's happening, and you know, Man City have had 2 games called off because of COVID outbreaks in the squad. You know, so it happens somewhere. And like I say, Celtic went to Dubai. Now, I know Celtic didn't actually break the rules, but do you really need to go to Dubai? And you know, I know some people have been away. Piers Morgan, he went away for Christmas, didn't he? After telling us all not to kill our grannies, but he seemed to just disappear. And it just seems to me that while the rest of the country is struggling, footballers just do what they want. Yet it's us, the common man and woman in the street, that are basically paying their wages with the TV rights and stuff. You know, we're paying a fortune out for Sky and BT and whatever else, and it just doesn't seem bloody fair. Now, you've got in rugby league or rugby union that if you fail to fulfil your fixture due to COVID outbreak in your squad, you lose the points. And I think this is about time what happens here now, because, you know, say a team like Man City, if they'd have been 2 games called off, postponed, suspended, abandoned or whatever because of COVID, that they could have lost 6 points, which is a massive thing at the moment in the Premier League. You know, I mean, Leicester were top the other day, they're no longer top. It's a tight, close run thing at the moment at the football, and it needs the FA needs to grow a set of balls and step in and say, right, any team that's found to be flaunting the rules, breaking the rules. Bloody hell, they're building on the fucking car park now over there. Breaking the rules loses, you know, the points. You know, you lose the points of what's happening, the game that you're supposed to be playing, because people are struggling here. You know, you got Marcus Rashford banging on about, not banging on, but banging on about, you know, school meals and parents can't feed the kids and, you know, all that, you know, food parcels, and yeah, these footballers just seem to be carrying on as they seem that they're untouchable. They've been called elite sports stars, sports players, sports persons, sports whatever. You're not elite. You're not fucking elite. You kick a ball around. You know, all right, yeah, you bring enjoyment to people, but you just kick a fucking ball around. You're not something special where if you were that special, you would have created the cure for this fucking COVID that's going around. You don't. You play fucking car covered in grass there. You just play football, and that's it. It's nothing special. You just seem to be, treated like some kind of god, and you're not. You're not a god of any kind. You're a footballer. You're a sports footballer. You're a sports whatever you are. And it just seems wrong. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is the fact that it's a bit flooded here. The other thing I want to talk about is clubs and these football players, they seem to think they're such elite players, but at the moment they're just playing in front of empty stadiums. They're not being special. They're not being anything good. Could you imagine Harry Maguire coming back to Leicester in front of 32,000 fans, most of them screaming at him and putting him off? It's easy for them at the moment. They just roll up to an empty stadium, play the football, fuck off home. There's no pressure in it or anything there. You're just doing your job. You could actually go and play on Selby Rec and do that. There's nothing there. Obviously, there wouldn't be as much dog shit on the pitch as there is at Selby Rec. But it's just there. And I'm fed up with these fucking footballers because these are the only ones that you actually hear about, the rumours. How many are actually doing something wrong and getting away with it? Jack Grealish, and I'm a big fan of Jack Grealish just lately. He's really come on well. But he's been out, he's crashed his car and he's got caught for it, and apparently had done something during lockdown. You've got all these people coming out and doing things wrong, and we've got to start taking responsibility. So what I'm saying is I need a drink. What I'm saying is the FA and the Football League have got to get together and start taking points off teams that don't fulfil a fixture if found to be have broken the rules of lockdown. Now, Southampton played Leicester the other week. Danny Ings had the virus and he wasn't allowed to play. Now, I don't think Danny Ings did anything wrong. I think he's just been out. He's probably put some petrol in his car. That's how I think I got it. I put diesel in the van. I think I've touched the pump and then I've caught it from there. And he's probably done the same, or a door handle or whatever. So he didn't play. No signs of a party, no signs of anything. Right? He's just got COVID. Yeah, but when you hear of a squad getting so many cases, you've got to think reasons might have happened, that something might have happened, that why is there such an infection rate there? So my message to the FA and the the Football League is, get your fucking act together. You just ran by a load of old men who don't know what's cracking off. They daren't do anything because of somebody like Man City would take them to court with all their billions in oil money and with their clever lawyers. But we've got to get together and say, you can't do this. If you are found that your players have broke the rule, you lose the game, right? You lose the game, because what will happen is, if they can do it, other people will be saying, well, why can't we do it? Why are we being controlled? We're either going to do this or we're not going to do it. And I just feel that the FA need to start making a stance and take a lead in what happens if if teams cancel too many games. Because all you're going to do is just going to get a backlog in players in games, and it's just not going to be on. So there you have it. So this is a for Fox's sake special. Put your comments down below. You might agree, you might not agree. You might agree with some of it, you might not agree with some of it. I'm just interested to know what people do actually think. Should the FA start looking at taking points off teams if they don't fulfil the fixture due to a big outbreak of COVID within their squad? I know they do it in rugby union, so why not do it in rugby in Tesla? Why not do it in the English Premier League and the Football League? Because, you know, for Man City to lose 6 points and probably miss out on European football would not go down well. And football fans, you know, we're living rules. You know, we're all stopping in, we're all struggling, people losing the houses, losing the jobs, losing the businesses, you know, and yet footballers just don't say. It's like, it winds me up when footballers, like, they talk about going to another club and they want like £1 million a month or whatever, and you think, what the fuck are you on about? What, you got people that are on the knees. You got people that are on the knees, can't afford to feed the kids, and you're asking for like £250,000 a week to play football in front of an empty stadium. Just amazes me. Leave your comments down below, folks, and spread the word of Blue Van Man 2.0, because there's not many know about it. I haven't got adverts on here, so, you know, free watching. It's a bit like the BBC, free. Laters.